Hello, how are you? This is stage 4 of our CVC program. So we're dealing with consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant words, CVCC. For these ones, traditionally they have been taught as blends, but we're aware, being more aware of cognitive overload for our little ones, having to learn lowercase and uppercase letters of the alphabet as well as digraphs. And then these blends on top of it. So we are referring to these as consonant-consonant combinations. And there's no reason not to, in that you hear both sounds. They're not digraphs where two different letters or sounds together make a new sound. You can hear the sounds. I also want to say as well, for this one, we are focusing on the second last sound. So this one is tricky for little ones to hear. Same or similar to consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant words, CCVC, with the second sound is hard to hear. Yes, so we're being aware of that. Now there are a few in here. So in these activities up until stage 6, we are focusing on short vowel sounds. There are a couple like post. Instead of ot, it's o. I was going to change it and I thought, we're going to have to get used to that anyway. So I've left them in there. Wasp is an at, but it's pronounced ot. So it's still a short vowel. It's just a different letter for the same sound. I think that was all. So just wanted to acknowledge that from the beginning. There are a few words that don't fit the rules in here. So from the beginning, as always, we are segmenting, so pulling the sounds apart and then blending, pushing them back together to read. For these ones, because it does get trickier with your consonant combinations at the end, I've given you 3 examples where possible for the endings. So st, as in nest, post, fast. By giving you different examples, you've got more chance to hear that sound combination. Yeah? Sk, as in desk, whisk, task. We've included digraphs where possible. Sp, as in gasp, wasp, crisp. Nd, as in send, hand, land. So continuing to go through these. So you've got the reference charts at the beginning. Get your little ones or your class to run through, and they need to be able to hear those sounds, then locate the sounds, and be able to read them and spell them. Yes, so this is for them to practice hearing those sounds, and then they're also seeing it, reading it as well. Yeah, so from here, keep these handy. As I learnt in my last video when I tried doing this, I made a complete dog's breakfast of it. I'll just put them there. Okay, come back to them in a sec. So for this one, we are spelling it out. Being careful as well to put the digraphs in one box as a consonant. What, it, s, k. What, this is a silly one. It sounds like an ot, but it is an a in this case. What, ot, s, p. Ul, at, n, d makes land. T, e, n, t makes tent. H, ot, n, k makes honk. And then we can wipe that clean with my cloth that fell on the floor by putting it in a display folder or the plastic sleeves. You can just wipe it clean. You don't need to laminate. All right, so this one is going through and spelling. You have your 3 pages there with an example of each of the different endings. Then we move to this activity. So this is the one where I want to keep this handy, just the last combinations. So I'm going to focus on st first. Now you can use these letters or the Woolworths tiles, or hang on, maybe I could do these. S and t. Try and make it a bit more fun. There we go. And, okay, so let's move these. Did I? No, we're good. Don't mind me. Can you see them? There we go. So we're going to make fast and move it down. I can make nast is not a word. Wast, hast. Gast is not spelt like that. Mast. There we go. A ship mast. Then we move it down. Dust, class. So by running through your nonsense words, that's fine as well till you hit past a word that makes sense. And I'm not sure I'm going to have based. Or, yeah, let's leave that. Vast. There we go. On that note, the revised version comes with a list of your words. So if you want to double check, I've left out swear words, derogatory words. I've learnt a whole lot of derogatory words from good old Urban Dictionary. They've been left out. There are these, yes, pulp. Do you know how many times I've said that word? I can't figure out whether that's a or an sound. So, you know, they can be said either way. Have a look through that. There are a stack of words like your wasp and what other one did I do? Post, where the vowel sounds are different. So I've just highlighted them. They're just in italics, but you've got notes there. Have a look through that. Again, not a huge big deal, but just acknowledging it so that you can hear the difference, know the difference, and then acknowledge that with your little ones. So for this activity, you've got your short sound at, et, it, ot, and ut. So for each one, choose a consonant combination and then run through. So put them there and then run through with your different consonants at the beginning to make as many words as you can. And let's move on to this one. So this one is focusing on that second last sound, which is tricky to hear, particularly when it is combined or contains an ul, or n. Yeah? So camp would be an example where the is trickier to hear, k, a, p. So kids will often spell it k, a, p. They'll completely miss that sound because they're either not hearing it, not focusing on it. Yeah? So that's what the purpose of this activity. Wild, it. So that's an I. It's another one that breaks the rules. Ul, d, k, e, ul, p, b, o, ul, t, sh, e, ul, f, it, ul, k. So that's a whole list there of tricky ones for you. And we go through all of them, or one example from all the ones in the set. I'm pretty sure I've used a different example for these ones, did I? Yeah, I did. I used a different example from that activity. All right, there we go. Moving on. I like this one. This is really good if you've got a light table. I don't. I do have a window next to me though. Hang on, let's try that. So this one, if you've seen the CVCC pack, it's a little bit different. This one is made so that one of these matches up here. So you should have all 16 filled. Yeah? But if you don't, you can aim to have 8 filled or 8 words. Yeah? So, point being, we've got our, oh, hang on a minute. Don't mind me there. We've got our consonant vowel combination at the beginning, and we've got our different cards with our consonant combination at the end. So, hang on. Let me pull the phone out for a bit. Yeah. Oh, this isn't going to work because I don't have enough hands. But do you see on the window, you can see through? Hang on, it's not focusing. Come on. There we go. So I've got the word tact. You're going to get a ton of nonsense words. Sect, so that's 2 words that I found. Tact, that's the same as before, so we're still at 2. That may be all we can find there. And then we would go to, sorry, going back in the camera, stand. There, focusing. There we go. So you're choosing one tile at a time, running it over, and then making up words. Yes? So you can play against a partner and you can do the first one to get 10 words, so 10 different words. After you've run out of options, so I found 2 words there, tact and sect. I would put that tile aside and then I would go to the next one. You can put it in a folder, a plastic sleeve, and then write on it if you want to. You can play it on the window and then stick it on there with blue tack It's up to you how you do it. Or I've laminated these ones so I could write on the top. So let's go that one there. And then I would leave that card on there and go to the next one. So is there an where does this one go? Ralph, Talf, Sylph, go. Oh, there is a word that matches. My goodness, trust me to pick up the one that I can't find a ending to. Ah, there we go. That's because there's one for each. So let's go tact. And this one is self. Matches up there. All right, and all et. Is there all et there for left? Sift. That'll do. There you go. And the first, so you can see it's going to be tricky to get all 16 right because it depends on whether you stuff up one or match it with a different one. So you could do the first to 10 and play against a partner, but that one's meant to be tricky. Yes? All right. Whoops. I'll wipe these off before I make a mess. Obviously, if you're playing against a partner, you would just print off 2 copies. So that's that activity done. Then we've got our boom game. So you may have seen this in a couple of the other packs. So we have our CVCC words, or they can just go face down. Now these should have boom cards in there. There we go. So there's 4 boom cards in the pack. So they go face down in the middle. Everyone has, sorry, let me move my mess over. There we go. Everyone has a playing card each. There's 1 set of cards that go in the middle of the table. So it's my turn. I'm going to pick a card and it's bulb. So I'm going to read it out. I'm then going to sound it out. Whoops, that's an but. Read bulb. So I spelt it, read it, sounded it out, and put it back together. I've got it correct, so I'm going to put it down there. Now we keep going round. Say I've got all these words correct. Oh, sorry, they would go down in this corner. Let me just wipe this off. So everyone in the circle goes around, has 1 turn. If you get it right, it goes in your little corner. If you get it wrong, it goes back in the stash. Now it's my turn again, and I've picked up the boom card. So all my collection of ones that I got right now go back in the middle again, and I keep my boom card here. Yes? So the point is to not blow up and to get as many cards as you can, and then whoever has the most cards wins. I like that game. That's a fun one. All right. Then, oh, that's the end. I just went to my pile and my pile's gone. So yeah, that's the activities for the CVCC packs. Yes. All right, I'm going to go. I will be back soon with the consonant, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant pack. Talk to you soon. See ya.